We're back with you after a temporary technical glitch. Lost the stream out here at Berry College. Not much we can do about it. We're kind of held hostage to how good the internet bandwidth was. Last night didn't have a problem one time. This night, that's about our 7th problem. Hopefully that will not be a continuing thing for tonight. Back to it. Rome with a 29-16 lead with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Shot by Darlington goes wide. Rome corrals the ball. 1:40 left to go. Basket rolls in for the Wolves. Desmond Johnson gets another basket in the evening. Takes a lead to 31-16, a 15-point lead with 1:29 left to go. Looks like Darlington's pass was errant. The Wolves are going to have a chance to extend this lead just a little bit before halftime starts. Rome with the ball and the lead. 1:29 left to go before halftime in this consolation final of the 2012 Holiday Festival Boys Basketball Tournament. Underneath the shot. There's another one for Johnson. His 4th basket of the evening. Darlington looking to get a quick basket. Cannot get it to fall. Rome High is off and running again. Almost a minute left to go before the game goes to halftime. It's like Ben Burge is going to be fouled by Darlington. Will go to the line to shoot free throws for the Wolves. 1 minute and 1 second left to play before halftime. And the consolation final, boys consolation final from News-Tribune Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Rome lost to Model last night. Darlington lost to Cartersville last night. Those two teams will be in the championship game tonight at 8:30. We'll be streaming that one live here in just a few hours. Following this game, you'll have the girls' championship game, Model versus Darlington. Burge hits on the second of 2 free throws, giving Rome a 34-16 lead. A minute left before halftime. See if the Tigers try to get a quick one real fast. Stop and then travel. That's going to give the ball right back over to the Wolves. Rome with the ball and the lead. 47 seconds left to play. Does not look like they're going to hold for the shot. They're actually looking like they're running their normal offense. Looks like we may have a foul away from the ball. And that looks like it's going to go on Rome. Actually, looks like it was just a turnover, not a foul. Darlington with the ball, 36 seconds before halftime. Looking to get some points. That's going to be a foul. Connor Land gets fouled, attempting to shoot. He will go to the line for 2.
The foul is on Rome's number 33, Malik Freeman. His first.
Malik Freeman picks up his first foul for the Wolves. Connor Land heads to the charity stripe to shoot 2. 32 seconds left to play before halftime. This is the front end of the 2. Rome leading 34-16.
And returning for Rome, Lontavius Coley.
Land has one more shot. That one goes awry as well. And we have a foul underneath the basket now. Looks like it's going to go on the other side of the floor. Looks like that one's going against Darlington.
Foul on Darlington's number 12, Will Sparks.
Will Sparks for Darlington picks up his first personal foul. Aaron Kirksey on the line. Misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Rome, however, gets the ball. Darlington gets a turnover. 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Darlington trailing 34-16. And time is going to run out before anybody can really take a shot there. Darlington was not able to get anything going right there at halftime. Rome High leads Darlington 35-16 in the consolation finals, boys consolation finals of the 2012 Holiday Festival basketball tournament. Be back in just a minute with some first half totals for you from both teams.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
Welcome back. It's halftime. Rome leads Darlington 34-16 in the fourth consolation final, the boys bracket of the 2012 Holiday Festival basketball tournament. Quick unofficial numbers from the first half of play. Darlington, Hackett Schiffler with 2 points, Will Sparks with 2 points, McClure with 5, Hector Picone with 5. For Rome, DJ Hunter has 6, Finley, Antarius Finley with 4, Ben Burge with 1, Desmond Johnson 8, Matt Scott with 8, Ty Creamer with 2. Rome High leads 34-16. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with you in just a few moments as we get ready to bring you the second half of action. Remember, we'll be here for the second half of this game. The entire girls' championship game coming up at 7. That's going to be Model versus Darlington. And then the boys' championship game set to tip off at 8:30. That will be Cartersville versus Model. All of that coming up. Of course, we still have the entire second half of the boys' consolation final to go at halftime. Rome leads it 34-16. Welcome back as we start the second half of action here in the consolation final. The boys bracket, the R&T Rome News-Tribune, that is. 2012 Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Rome with a 34-16 lead over the Darlington Tigers. Avery Cypress from the Tigers corrals the rebound, brings it back. In the first half, Rome's offense was good. Rome's defense was probably a little bit better, limiting Darlington's shot selection, forcing a lot of turnovers. Cypress from outside, two guys in his face, unable to get the basket to fall. Rome gets a rebound. You can tell the excitement starting to pick up a little bit in the gym. A lot of fans streaming in anticipation of the two championship games to follow these games. Underneath, nice move. That was a nice block. Realized I was in the wrong game on my score sheet for half a second. McClure with the block there. Rome, of course, gets the ball back. Oh, a nice driving basket there from Matt Scott. He is the leading scorer for the Wolves so far this evening. 6:58 left to play. Rome with a 20-point lead, 36-16. McClure underneath for the Tigers was not able to get the basket to fall. I believe he got his own rebound.
Personal foul charged to Rome's number 10, DJ Hunter, his third.
DJ Hunter picks up a foul. It was not a shooting foul, so Darlington inbounds the ball underneath. McClure underneath again, and this time it is a shooting foul. Second time in a row, McClure's been fouled underneath. Desmond Johnson picks up the foul. McClure to the line, shooting two for the Tigers, who trail 36-16. First one, oh, nice shooter's touch from McClure. Looked like it was going to rim out there. Just hung the front edge of the rim and fell back down. His second attempt is also good. It's his third free throw made of the night. I have McClure unofficially with 7 points. Rome with the ball with a 36-18 lead. 6:36 left to play in the third quarter. Going underneath, wide open lane, misses the shot though. Avery Cypress now for the Tigers. Looks like the blast was a little bit too high to handle. Ball goes back over to the Wolves. Remember, this is the second of 4 games we will be streaming live for you tonight from the final evening of the 2012 edition of the Rome News-Tribune Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Being this live streaming brought to you by Riverside Automotive Group and Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Underneath, thought that might have been an actually easier shot. An extra pass there might have cost Rome points. Looks like there's a foul on the floor. I believe that's going to be on Avery Cypress, his first personal foul. It was not a shooting foul, I don't believe, so Rome will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. DJ Hunter to inbound the ball for the Wolves. Hunter looking for somebody. Oh, nice steal by the Tigers underneath the basket. Tigers have no quit in them tonight. They are trailing by a substantial amount, but they're not calling it quits quite yet. Long-range jumper from Sawyer Hicks falls, cutting the lead to 36-21 with 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. Wolves looking to Wolves looking to extend the lead. And they do just that as Matt Scott hits a nice turnaround jump shot. Darlington driving. McClure underneath, nobody around him. That's an easy 2 points for McClure. Nice pass from Sawyer Hicks to make that one happen. Give Hicks the assist. DJ Hunter out front for the Wolves going in. He's going to be fouled and given the basket.
Basket's good. The foul is on Darlington's number 5, Hackett Shiflett, his first.
Hackett Shiflett picks up the foul. Hunter gets the basket and now has a chance for the original three-point play. And he buries it. Rome now with a 41-23 lead with 5:18 left to play in the third quarter. Tigers looking to cut into the lead, and they do just that off of Sawyer Hicks' basket, 41-25. Rome's lead down to 16 with 5:05 left to play in the third quarter. I'm looking to move the ball around. DJ Hunter on the wing has it now. Jump shot falls for it. And Terrius Finley, his third basket of the night, taking Rome's lead back to 18 with 4:34 left to play in the third quarter. Darlington has been able to get some points. Of course, right there, a sloppy pass. Matt Scott gets the pass. Gets a steal, goes coast to coast, and gets fouled before he can convert. It's like Will Sparks might have picked up the foul.
Foul is on Darlington's Will Sparks, his second.
Yeah, that's Sparks' second of the night. Matt Scott will go back to the free throw line. He's hit a few free throws this evening already. Give him another one. Rome's lead back to 19. One more free throw with a chance to take it to make it a 20-point lead. And he does just that. Rome's lead 45-25, 4:23 left to play in the third quarter of the Boys Consolation Finals Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Remember, after this game, we got 2 championship games to come at 7 o'clock. The girls' championship game, there's a foul underneath on Rome.
Foul on Rome's number 32, Desmond Johnson, his second.
Desmond Johnson gets caught with the foul. There's a non-shooting foul, so Darlington will inbounds the ball. Shiflett driving. Dishes out to Picone. Picone dishes back out to Sparks, who goes inside, back to Picone for the basket. A deuce for Picone. Cuts the lead to 45-27 with 3:50 left to go in the third quarter. Rome High is content to take some time. Don't feel like they need to rush anything with their lead. Long-range basket. That is a big three for Ben Burge. I was way on out there. I'm not so sure he wasn't sitting in the stands when he took that shot. 48-27, the Rome High lead up to 21 points with 3:38 left to play in the third quarter. Darlington bringing the ball up. That's Hackett Shiflett. Has a couple baskets this evening. Hector Picone, who has a few baskets for the Darlington Tigers, and give him one more. Picone appears to have a hot hand. He's had a couple of baskets quickly. 48-29. The Wolves lead with 3:17 left to go. If I'm Darlington, I might see if I can't get some back and forth action between Picone and McClure for the basket. As far as Rome goes, Matt Scott continues to be on fire. He has hit 5 or 6 shot baskets from the field. It's like a quick foul on Rome right there. Rome's Ben Burge. The sophomore picks up a quick foul right there. The Rome Wolves leading 50-29 with 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The consolation finals of the Rome News-Tribune Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Live streaming brought to you by Riverside Automotive Group. Darlington inside. Nice move by Sawyer Hicks. The rebound and the points. Cut the lead to 50-31 with 2:41 left to play. Darlington is really not cutting much into that lead, but the Tigers aren't giving up either. They're still playing strong and getting some points against the Class 5A Wolves. Turnover on the Wolves. Darlington will get the ball, trailing with 19 points, by 19 points, with 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. I mentioned earlier the stands were starting to fill up a little bit more. I think fans are coming in anticipation of the championship games. Not that this game is any bad, mind you. But a lot of anticipation for the girls' game coming up in just a moment. Picone takes a shot. Can't get it to fall, but draws the foul.
Foul on Rose Malik Freeman, his second. 15 foul.
Rose Malik Freeman picks up his second foul, the 5th of the team foul on the Wolves in the second half. Hector Picone to the line, shooting 2. Hits the first. Go for the tail end of the 2 right here. Misses that one. Rome has the ball. He's going to push it on up the court. That is another basket for Matt Scott. Matt Scott, I mean, pretty much for right now, get the ball into Matt Scott's hands and let him shoot. Because he's a nice shooter's touch. He's able to drive. Even with 1, 2, even 3 defenders on him, he's able to score. Darlington just can't seem to keep that scoring going. Darlington's been able to keep them within 20, but can't seem to cut into it at all. And that time, I think the whole Darlington teamed Matt Scott. One is not going to let him do it. Looks like a 3-second violation on the Wolves. Turnover. Darlington will have the ball, trailing by 20, 52-32. 142, and of course, that's a turnover. Rome High corralling the turnover. Ben Burge pushing it up the court. Over to Scott, who I've mentioned has had a very hot hand here in the second half. And then Zach Watkins. It's a nice little jump shot. Nobody went out to guard him, so he thought, if you don't guard me, I'll just go ahead and take the shot, and he knocks it down. I'm still putting a little bit of pressure defense, not as intense as we saw in the first half. McClure battling for the ball, as is Picone. That ball's tied up. Alternating possession goes back to the Tigers. Tigers will inbounds from underneath their own basket, trailing 54-32 with 1:05 left to go in the third quarter. Shiflett over to Sparks. Back to Shiflett. Long range shot. Goes off the front of the basket. Rome with the rebound. Wolves off and running again. Zach Watkins passes the ball up. Ball goes in and out. Shiflett with the rebound for the Tigers. Shiflett driving the floor. 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Long range shot doesn't fall for the Tigers. Darlington almost got a turnover there. Gall goes back over to the Wolves, who lead 54-32 with 26 seconds left to play in the third quarter. See if the Wolves will hold for the last shot here, and that looks like exactly what they're going to do. Zach Watkins up top. It's the ball. Oh, McClure forces a jump ball, alternating possession. Back over to Rome. McClure almost just ripped that ball right away out of the hands of the Rome High player. Rome manages, gets lucky, keeps it from alternating possessions. Darlington almost gets a turnover again. That's 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5. I'm not so sure Rome's going to get McClure this time. Jump ball, alternating possession will go over to Darlington. The Tigers will get the ball with 2.6 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Darlington trailing 54-32. Going to have to get a long pass and a quick shot off. He got a decent look, but the ball and the shot was not able to fall. At the end of 3 quarters, the Rome High Wolves in command of this one, 54-32. We'll take a quick commercial break right now. Welcome back. Heading into the fourth quarter of play right now. Rome all over the Tigers, 54-32 in this consolation final of the 2012 edition of the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Rome High will be inbounding the ball. Of course, like I mentioned, they have a 22-point lead with 8 minutes left to play. The Rome High Lady Wolves won their consolation final to grab the third-place trophy. It looks like their male counterparts are well on their way to doing the same here after this game. The 2 championship games to follow at 7 o'clock. The girls' championship game, Model versus Darlington, at 8:30. the boys championship game, Model versus Cartersville. Underneath, that's Matt Scott. This time he misses. That's rare for Scott in the second half. I looked like a walk. So the Darlington player might have hurt himself. And Scott gets fouled. It's like, I think it was Hackett Shiflett who looked like he was injured. He looks like he's back up walking around. I believe that's a third personal on Will Sparks. That is correct. And Matt Scott will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Wolves. Nails the front end of 2. Rome has a 55-32 lead. Scott will be looking to extend that lead by 1 extra point here in just a moment. And it does not fall, but Rome does get the rebound. Rome misses the shot. Avery Cypress for Darlington corrals the rebound, moving it up the floor, and Antarius Finley fouls him. That will be a non-shooting foul. Darlington will be inbounding the pass from the scorer's table, the ball from the scorer's table. Cypress up top, looking at the offense started for the Tigers. Will Sparks back over to Cypress. Picone, who's had a hot hand tonight, drives inside, loses the ball. Ball's knocked out by Rome. Darlington maintains possession. They'll inbound it under their own basket here with 6:51 left to go in the contest. Darlington trailing by 23 points, 55-32. Cypress drives in, dishes it off. But looks like there's a player control foul on Darlington. Looks like Cypress picks up a charge. Ball goes over to the Wolves. 6:44 left to go in the game. Rome leads 55-32. Looks like Darlington's going to get the turnover here. I'm looking to get the ball back. Darlington doesn't let him have it. Avery Cypress up top. Looks like he's going to drive in. And that looks, couldn't tell which Rome player blocked it, but there were 2 sitting right there to swat the ball out of bounds. Darlington maintains possession, however. Darlington Cypress going to be inbounding the ball. Ball goes loose on, nope. Cypress maintains it for the Tigers. Out to McClure. But this time the Wolves get it. Antarius Finley driving. Looks like Picone kept him from scoring. But Rome will maintain possession. They'll be inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. 6:12 left to go in the game. Rome leads 55-32. Matt Scott was going up, trying to go up for more points. Ball goes out of bounds. Darlington has possession, looking to cut into the Rome High lead here in the fourth quarter. Hector Picone with another basket. It's his 4th of the game. Underneath Matt Scott, Jeremiah McClure with the block of Matt Scott. Knocked it out of bounds. Rome will maintain possession, but McClure, nice block of Scott. One thing to note about Darlington, I do not know if they have any seniors on the floor. I know they did not start any seniors. They only have a couple seniors on this team. This is a young Darlington team. A lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores, a lot to look forward to if you're a Darlington basketball fan. The girls team is very good. They'll be playing in the championship in a minute. The boys team has a lot of good young talent on it as well. Underneath, Matt Scott, another basket for the Wolves. The senior has been almost unstoppable this evening. Rome now lead 57-34 with 5:17 left to play in the game. It looks like McClure was fouled underneath. That is correct. Matt Scott picks up his 2nd personal foul. And McClure goes to the line to shoot. 2 and misses the first. Tigers trail 57-34. 5:15 left to play in this game. The girls' game, championship game, is set to tip off at 7. I don't think we're going to quite make that one since we have a good at least 5 minutes left to go in this game. There's going to be a little bit of time in between the two games. Got to hand out a third-place trophy. Probably going to the Rome High Wolves at this point, but you never know. Darlington could possibly stage a huge rally here in the fourth quarter. Rome gets the rebound. Driving down, DJ Hunter. Well, Wolves can't get the follow-up. Tigers have numbers, 3-on-2. Picon takes advantage, hits a shot, 57-36 lead for the Wolves, 4:42 left to play in the game. After this game, as I've said many times, we'll have the girls' championship game. And we'll see the Darlington Lady Tigers. That's another big block from Jeremiah McClure. He's had a couple of big blocks here in this second half. He had one on Matt Scott a couple of minutes ago, and that one was another nice one for him as well. Rome still with the ball, looking to extend their lead. McClure doesn't get a block that time. Picon trying to lead the charge. Goes coast to coast, draws a foul. Doesn't get the basket, but does get the foul with 4:20 left to play in the contest.
Foul on Rome, Zach Watkins, his third. 18 foul.
Rome, Zach Watkins picks up his third foul of the game. Hector Picon heads to the line for the Tigers. Picon has been almost automatic anywhere near the basket this evening. He's had a very good game for the Tigers. Picon good for both of his free throws. Rome's lead cut to 19. And I see a whole swarm of people coming in with Santa hats on. I'm wondering if this isn't the Model Faithful showing up. We'll have to get some video of them here in a minute. It looks like the Model High Faithful. I think this might be who it is. I'm not sure. Showing up to cheer on the Lady Blue Devils here in their game against the Darlington Tigers. Rome High with the ball. And a nice steal by Sawyer Hicks. Ben Bird stole it back. Goes out of bounds. Darlington ball, 3:52 left to play in the game. Tigers will inbound the pass from underneath their own basket, underneath to McClure, who's got like the whole Rome team around him. And McClure comes up with a rebound. I guess it doesn't matter how many are around him. McClure was able to get the basket. Rome's lead has been cut to 17 with 3:36 left to play in the contest. And that'll be a turnover, giving the ball back to Darlington.
Back in for Darlington, Hackett Shiflett.
Darlington will have the ball. They do trail by 17, but Rome's been a bit sloppy with the ball the last couple of minutes. I don't know if that's enough, if they'll be sloppy enough for Darlington to catch up by 17 points, but if they could nail a couple of threes. Picon tries, but just a bit strong on that shot. Rome corrals the rebound, and the Wolves are off and running. Rome continues to push the pace in the offense. And Picon almost had a huge turnover right there. Almost created a huge turnover right there. Rome still with the ball in the 17-point lead, just under 3 minutes remaining. I'm sorry, I've been distracted. There is a fan that dresses a Christmas tree in the stands back behind the basket, and I'll have to try to get Kevin to get a shot of him in a minute or two, but I'm sorry. When a guy dresses up as a giant Christmas tree, I just got to mention it. I'm not sure who he's pulling for, but that's one of the more creative holiday festival costumes I've seen. And speaking of good holiday festival tournament performances, Hector Picone gets a three-point shot. It is now a 14-point lead. Rome misses the shot. The ball, unfortunately, is off a Darlington player. Goes back to Rome. It's down to 14 points with 2:14 left to play. The Wolves don't seem particularly impressed yet. Darlington would have to nail a couple more three-point shots to really put this one into question. You know, another turnover by the Wolves, another three-pointer by Darlington might get Rome High's attention. Right now they're in command, and right now they're willing to just spread the floor out a little bit, a lot like the Lady Wolves did against Cartersville in the last few minutes of their game earlier tonight when they won the consolation final for the girls bracket. Underneath, no foul called, but the ball goes out of bounds. Back to Rome High, 1:44 left to play in the game. Rome with a 57-43 lead. We're about to have, after this game, there's another basket by Matt Scott. Wolves again back up 59-43. A minute and a half left to go before this one is over. Not too much longer before the start of the championship games. We got back-to-back games. Be some very interesting basketball here the rest of the evening. Hector Picone, another basket. This kid has probably shot himself onto the all-tournament team. I don't have a vote, but if I did, I probably would definitely have that kid on there. Had a pretty good night last night against Cartersville. He's having a very good night tonight against Rome High. Under a minute to play, 59-46, Rome with the lead. Darlington has, stuck with Rome, got a little bit closer, but not close enough to really threaten too terribly much. The Rome High Wolves, they will win third place trophy at the Rome News-Tribune Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Rome High, of course, in Class 5A. Rome in Class A. Darlington will be in Class A, looking to do well in Region 6. Rome, of course, in Class 5A, Region 5. They'll be looking to try to get back to the state playoffs for the first time in a few years. There's a foul on McClure underneath. Matt Scott was going for yet another point. McClure would not allow him to, but of course he fouled him to do that. I believe that's McClure's fourth foul in the game. It most certainly is his fourth, the sixth team foul. Matt Scott at the line. Great Scott, he scores another one. Scott has had a phenomenal game. In fact, Hector Picone and Matt Scott are your leading scorers for Darlington and Rome. 38 seconds left to go. Rome with a 15-point lead. It's a long-range jump shot. Picone looking for more points. Can't get to fall. McClure grabs the rebound. He can't get the shot to fall. Picone again inside. His shot falls this time. 61-48, Rome with the lead, 17 seconds to play. Picone almost got a steal there, did not get it. DJ Hunter bringing it up. An awful lot of body, no foul was called. I think the refs are saying, hey, let's just get this game over. Darlington may be saying the same thing. And the final will read, Rome 61, Darlington 48. The Rome High Wolves are your consolation final champions, winning third place in the 2012 edition of the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. We'll hear from our commercial sponsors. I'll be back in a couple minutes to talk final numbers with you.
your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
But forget this, but right now the Rome High Wolves just got presented with the third place championship trophy. Rome High Lady Wolves finished third. Rome High Wolves finished third. Final numbers on tonight's game. Rome winning 61-48 over Darlington. Unofficial totals. Hackett Shiflett for Darlington had 2 points. Will Sparks with 2 points. Sawyer Hicks with 7. Jeremiah McClure with 11. Hector Picone leading Darlington scorers with 24 points for the Rome High Wolves. 9 for DJ Hunter. 2 for Zach Watkins. 6 for Antarius Finley. Ben Burge had 4. Desmond Johnson had 8. Jai Creamer, had 2. And Matt Scott unofficially with 25 to lead all scorers. The Rome High Wolves beat Darlington to win third place in the 2012 edition of the Rome News-Tribune Holiday Festival basketball tournament. Coming up in just a few moments, we will have the girls' championship game between Model and Darlington, a rematch of a game between these two teams earlier in the season, which Model won in overtime. We'll have a lot more about that game in just a few minutes. We'll hear again from our commercial sponsors, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back before the start of that game.
Future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.